Um, what can engineering education research do for us? How can it help us do? Engineering education research gives us an opportunity to make changes, to build engineering education to contribute changes to the African engineering education. Research that can impact practice. So we can do research that can impact practice or bring research into practice so that we are working or we are practicing based on research. Practice that is informed by research is transferable and it's meaningful. We can increase participation in international conferences like RIS and other conferences in engineering education, which is now very, very low. Engineering education can help us represent the African context of engineering education in engineering education avenues, especially the international ones. So where can we start? I think the most important place to start is collaboration. We just need to bring together all the engineering education researchers and all people that are interested in being engineering education researchers. Just as anywhere else they have their own networks, the UK and Ireland have their own networks, the US, there's their international ones, but as Africans, we need to collaborate. We can also collaborate with other disciplines, especially in the education, because they already know how education research works. But then we have the knowledge about engineering education. We are the ones teaching engineering education, or we are the ones who are in the engineering industry, and we understand engineering more. So we can collaborate with them and they can help in forms of like the research procedure, methods, methodologies, theories, and so on. Also, we can explore potential research areas for collaborations, and these are including what is already going on, the problem-based learning work that is going on in Africa. We can also investigate the innovative projects and initiatives that come in our countries, which happen a lot, but they don't get communicated. Most of them are published in reports and they're not available in journals. That makes it look like Africa does not have anything going on, but actually on the ground there's a lot going on. We need to understand the engineering industry, the context of engineering industry in Africa and their requirements, because they might be different from others, so we can define our own outcomes, our own competencies. Sustainable development goals is a big thing now, and it seems like sustainable development goals are issues that are more prominent in the South, or more prominent in African countries or other countries in the global South. So I think we have an opportunity there to do a lot of research about sustainable development. So we need to collaborate in creating solutions through engineering education research and also scholarship of teaching and learning to provide solutions that are relevant to our context. Yeah. So the scholarship of teaching and learning, which is researching what you're teaching, and also engineering education research is more of a higher range than that, where you use theories and so on, and it's a bigger research. But scholarship of teaching and learning is what you can do in your own classroom. We can also use the scholarship of teaching and learning to investigate the current initiatives, just to see whether the initiatives work in our national institutional context. What are the best practices and what can we draw from it? Can we draw some guidelines? How can we implement in a larger scale? And how can we influence education? How can we influence policies? And if we can influence our own practices, I think we would have made a big win. So just influencing our own practices through scholarship of teaching and learning and engineering education research will help a lot. So yeah, just calling all of you to try and collaborate with each other and build engineering education capacity and leadership in Africa. And through that, then we can attract projects that can be locally run by ourselves. Thank you very much.